Welcome back to Mimi's Organic Eats. Today we're making sourdough chocolate chip ice cream sandwiches. If you guys were a fan of the chip witch growing up, you're going to love this grown-up version. This is so much better than the ice cream truck. Let me show you guys how to make them. So first we're going to preheat our oven to 350 degrees. So go ahead and line a half sheet pan with parchment paper, and then we're going to set this aside. So we're using melted butter for these cookies. I like to melt my butter in a pot. If you want to do it in the microwave, that also works too. So while the butter is melting, you guys can grab your sourdough discard and you can use this straight from the fridge. And you also want to chop up your chocolate. And now I highly recommend chopping chocolate for this. You can use dark chocolate like I'm using today, or you guys could use milk chocolate or white chocolate, either works. But chopping the chocolate is going to be key for the best texture. That's because these ice cream cookie sandwiches, the cookies are so thin. So I don't recommend using a regular sized chocolate chip because I feel like those are too big and too thick. If you guys have mini chocolate chips, those would actually probably work just fine. So I have my chopped up chocolate here and we're gonna set aside, and now we're gonna mix up our cookie dough. So we're gonna add our melted butter to a large mixing bowl. Then we're gonna add our sourdough discard. Then we're gonna add 3 tablespoons of heavy whipping cream. Now we're gonna mix to combine these ingredients. Next we're gonna add our brown sugar. And of course some vanilla extract. Now we're gonna mix to combine this completely. Now we're going to add our dry ingredients, all-purpose flour, baking soda, and salt. Now we're going to fold to combine this into a cookie dough. Now we're going to add in our dark chocolate. Now we're going to fold to combine the chocolate completely. Now we're going to transfer the cookie dough to the baking sheet and spread it out as evenly as we possibly can. We want it to fill the whole baking sheet. If the dough is too sticky, you can place a piece of parchment paper on top and use a rolling pin and roll it out. So as you can see, this doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to fill the whole baking sheet. So now we're going to bake this at 350 degrees for about 10 to 12 minutes or until the cookie looks golden brown. If you guys want a little bit softer, doughier cookie, you can feel free to underbake this too because there's no eggs. So once our cookie sheet comes out of the oven, we're going to let it cool completely. Then you want to transfer it to the freezer and let it chill for about 15 minutes. This will ensure that it doesn't break when we cut it because the cookie is really thin. So now it's time to make our ice cream. So we're making a no-churn vanilla bean ice cream today. And so all you need are 3 ingredients to make this ice cream. The first is 2 cups of heavy whipping cream, which we're going to add into the bowl of our stand mixer with the whisk attachment. Now if you guys want to use a hand mixer instead of a stand mixer, that also works too. I just think the stand mixer is so much faster. And so since we're making vanilla bean ice cream today, I'm using ground vanilla bean. And if you guys want to use vanilla bean paste, that also works too. But if you know me, then you know how I feel about vanilla bean paste. Vanilla bean paste is just the ground vanilla beans that we just put in here, but with added sugars, stabilizers, and other ingredients. There's no need to pay for those other ingredients in my opinion because they're not needed at all. And if you guys don't have either, you can also use vanilla extract too, that works as well. So now we're gonna whisk the heavy whipping cream on low and then gradually increase the speed until you're at full speed. Whisk until stiff peaks form. You're basically just making whipped cream here. Once the whipped cream is done, then we're going to add in our sweetened condensed milk. Then we're just going to fold to combine it completely until we have a smooth ice cream base. So now that our ice cream base is ready, you're going to grab a 9 by 13 inch baking pan and line it with parchment paper. I use little binder clips on the side to keep the parchment paper in place. But the parchment paper is super crucial because it's going to allow us to easily remove the ice cream bars when they're ready to get sliced. Now we're going to grab our chilled cookie from the freezer. So we're going to slice this in half this way. And those 2 halves are going to fit perfectly in our 9 by 13 inch pan. And then we're just going to spread the ice cream on top and sandwich it together. So first we're going to remove the giant cookie from the sheet pan. Then we're going to slice it in half. Then you're going to take that first half and place it top side down in the 9 by 13 inch baking pan. Now we're going to transfer our ice cream and spread it out evenly. Now if you guys want to add a little bit of chocolate sauce, caramel sauce, or even butterscotch sauce, you can do that now. Today I'm going to do a chocolate swirl. Now we're going to top with the other cookie, placing it top side up. And now this is kind of rustic, so don't worry if the ice cream is kind of coming out the edges a little bit, that's totally okay. Now it's just time to place this pan in the freezer and let them set overnight. So once our ice cream bars have frozen overnight, then they're ready to slice. And you may notice that your ice cream is kind of leaked out the sides a little bit. That's totally okay. Don't worry about that. I'm going to show you what to do with it. So we're just going to lift this right out with our parchment paper sling. So once we remove the ice cream bars from the pan, then we're going to trim off the edges. This is going to allow you to get nice, clean looking ice cream sandwiches. And don't worry, those little extra bits, you can eat them right now. So make sure to get a sharp knife, and it helps to run it under some warm water before starting. I like to cut these into 12 bars. I first cut in half long ways and then cut each side into 6 bars. This will give you that classic rectangle ice cream sandwich shape. But if you want to cut them into square bars, you can just do 4 by 3. And now we have the most delicious homemade sourdough chocolate chip ice cream sandwiches. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like and leave a comment below. And if you want more summer dessert recipes just like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button and join me next time in the kitchen.